And in this video, I'm going to be talking about setting goals, planning, and time management or time budgeting. These three things work together, they correlate together with each other. And if you can set your goals, you can plan, and you can manage your time properly, then what is it that's keeping you? You are getting there. Okay, if you're watching this video, I hope that you've watched the previous one so you can understand where we headed. Okay, so I'm gonna start with talking about a SMART goal, setting a goal. At the beginning of the year, you're supposed to set goals that you want to achieve in a year, and you do your planning. How will I achieve this goal? Great. So, for example, you are a student. What kind of goal can you set concerning your academics? You want to do well, right? Great. You want to. So a SMART goal, your goal must be smart. Let me start that way. If you marketing students are going to understand better, but even if you're not doing marketing, you will still needed to see that your things are working in plan. So setting your goal must be SMART. SMART is S-M-A-R-T. S is for specific, M is for measurable, A is for achievable or attainable, R is for relevant, and T is for time bound. How does it sound? Great, okay. If a goal can be SMART, then yeah, you've met all the eligible criteria for that goal or that principle. Great. Now I'm saying it. Okay, so when you're setting a goal, you want to set a goal that you know that's achievable, it's attainable, it's specific, it has a specific time bound that you know that I must achieve this goal before that time or within this period of time, so that you don't just set a goal and it can even last for 10 years and it's not achievable. And because of that, you cannot do evaluation without planning, because after you set your goals, you have to do planning. And if you don't plan, you have nothing to evaluate at the end of that. You just be there. Either you don't care if you did achieve the goal or you didn't achieve it. You will not even realize that it's a problem because you didn't plan. You didn't set your goals. Okay, as a student, what kind of goal can you set? I'm going to talk about academics related here. So it correlates with your degree. You want to do better. You want to do great. You want to do absolutely amazing. Yeah. So you want to improve. So I'm going to talk about second semester now, because previous one, maybe you didn't set a goal or you didn't know, and I'm telling you now. Welcome to second semester. Let's get it done. Okay, so setting a goal, you want to improve your module mark from B. We want to improve from a pass to pass with distinction. How do you feel? Oh, distinction, great. So pass with distinction. So in this case, I'm saying distinctions because you want them. How do you feel? Great. Okay. So like I said, your goals must be SMART. S for specific, M for measurable, A for attainable or achievable, R for relevant, and T for time bound or time limit. Okay, so I'm going to talk about each step of this or each meaning. So I'm going to start with specific. So you want to improve, you must state what you want to do. You have to specify what is it that you want to achieve here. It's your goal that you're putting down now. So you want to improve your module. You didn't do well first semester, you want to do well second semester. Okay, so you want to improve your marks, and the action, what is it that you need to do? What is it that you need to do so that you can achieve that goal? You attend class. You attend class. Not only class, classes. So many. Okay. Then you complete all your assignments, your homework, you do your class tests, your online quizzes. Why wouldn't you get a distinction for that module? If you attend class, you do everything basically. You understand the concept, which your lecturers are available. you can actually book a session, an appointment. If the time that you see that you are available, it's not correlating with the lecturer's consulting hours. Guys, make use of resources. Nah. So specific, you want to improve your marks. To A's, passed with distinctions. Nah. So measurable now. Can you, as it says, can you measure how far? So I will track my progress by monitoring my marks and assignments and class tests. You've written class tests, you've written quizzes, you've done assignments. It's not exam period yet. So can't you like say that I'm like 50% gone because I will get a high participation mark? Obviously, you can measure how far you've come already, how far you've gone with achieving your goal. Okay. So what is the action that you can do here? I will aim for at least 90% on all my quizzes and class tests so that you get a high participation mark. Measurable. 90%. You need to make note of the important phrase, important word. 90% means that it's measurable. You can measure it. Are you 30% gone, 50, 90? Like here, 90%. So you've done well in your class activities, you've done well in your class tests, you've done well in your assignments. So obviously a high participation mark. Then the third one, which is attainable or achievable. So I have the ability to achieve this goal. Do I have the ability to achieve this goal? Because I have the resources. You can achieve it. You have the resources on campus. Support services, you have them. Facilitators are available. Tutors are available for you. The library is ready for you. Can you read all the books? Depends. Can you read from your bed? Okay. You can choose to go sit there, quiet area. Make use of it. Time, quietness, and yeah, just by yourself. Or with a group of friends. If you're a group person, you can study with groups. Otherwise, some people are just by themselves. They don't really like interacting. But it depends on who you are. You must know who you are. Okay, so the action for attainable or achievable is I would dedicate extra time each day to studying and use online resources for additional practice. There are websites that actually gives you question types or types of questions for that particular module or for that thing that you've asked for. You can go there, try to do the quizzes there, the questions, multiple choice applications, and see how it works. So you get a clue of what you can expect in the exam or in a class test. Prepare ahead before. Yeah, great. I'm glad that you're understanding me. Okay, so relevant. We are in R now. Is your goal relevant? Oh yeah, it is. You're a student after all. You're chasing a degree. So why shouldn't you have passed with distinctions? It's relevant. Okay. So improving my module marks is important for my overall academic success and future career goals. You never know. Some people, why do I need distinctions? It's just something. It's going to be useful sometime. You might not see it now. You might not see the rewards now, but sometime you will realize it. And if you don't make use of it now, before you know it, it's going to be late. I wish I had distinction, because when you go to look for that job, they're looking at your academic record and you pass with 50s. They're going to take someone that has 75s. Okay. And experience, don't forget. Great. So action for relevant is this goal aligns with my plan to pursue a degree in BCom, BSc, engineering. It aligns. For me, it's necessary. It should be for you as well. Okay, the last one is time-based. Time limit. Time bound. We are on the T now for SMART. So I'll achieve this goal by the end of the current semester. We're in the second semester now. So you want to achieve your distinctions by the end of the semester. So what's the action here? What can you do? I will set weekly milestones to ensure I am on track to reach my goals by the end of the semester. You need to track your progress. How far have you gone? Will you make it by the time? The semester is basically like 4 months. Will I actually do it before exam period? Will I have a high participation mark? Will I be prepared for the exam before the exam? Not during the exam. Guys, okay. So I've talked about setting your goals. It must be SMART. S for specific, M for measurable, A for attainable or achievable, R for relevant, and T for time-based, time or time limit, or time bound. So you get what a goal is. It's not just me, I want to buy a dress. Is it SMART? Okay, forget about it. Planning. I said we're going to talk about goals, planning, and time budgeting or time management. So I'm going to be really brief with planning. Okay. So planning has 6 processes or steps that you have to follow. The first one, that's why I said the work in line. You've already set your goal, so now you're trying to establish that goal in your plan. Okay. So planning has the first step or process is establish your goals. Now you have your goals. I want to do well. I want to pass with distinctions. Now I'm going to bring it to my planning. How do I do it? Okay, great. The second step is develop alternative plans. How can I do this? How will I be able to do it? What else can I do aside attending classes? The third process is evaluating alternative plans. I have to put them in order of priority. Which one is most important? In economics, we talk of scale of preference. Yeah, scale of preference. Where the most important things at the top and the least important at the bottom. So now you're going to start ticking them. Which one is going to fall out? The ones at the bottom there. Great. So the fourth process is selecting a plan. The one that suits you perfectly. In economics, you talk of opportunity cost. The next best alternative forgone in order to satisfy your wants. Okay, so that plan that was at the end of your scale of preference that was not really a priority to you is going to fall out. So it's your next best alternative. It's falling out. Focus on the top prioritize ones. So the fifth step is implement a plan. First one, you've established your goals. Second one, you've developed alternative plans. The third one, you've evaluated alternative plans. The fourth one, you've selected a plan. The fifth one, you are implementing the plan. You are putting it into practice. I didn't just say I will go to class. Now I'm actually in class. I didn't just say I will study at the library. Now I am studying at the library. I'm seeing that I put it into practice. I don't just write things and I don't follow it. Okay. Then the last step, the sixth step, is perform reactive planning if necessary. If necessary is very important. If it's not necessary, then your planning is good. But when you get to the fifth step, and you're seeing that when I implemented this plan, it's not working. I said I was going to study for 5 hours after class, but I see it's not working. So I can do reactive planning. I go back to the first step again, first process, and I can start all over to see that I can reduce the hours. Maybe I'm going to do 4 hours now. So that's reactive planning. If necessary. Is it really necessary for you to change? Is it really necessary for you to study 4 hours now instead of 5? Is it working accordingly? Okay, great. So that's planning. Planning gives you direction. You should know where you're going. There's a wise saying that if knowing where you're going will actually lead you to that destination. If you don't know where you're going, then you never get there. Okay, great. So planning gives you direction. You must plan your life, okay? Academics, very important. So the last step, the last thing that I said I was going to talk about is time budgeting or time management. It's the same thing. But I want to give you key points of time budgeting. First one is prioritize tasks. There are things that you need to do. Which one must you do first? You have a class test next week. You have an online test tomorrow. You have an assignment that's due next month. Which one do you think you're going to do now? Like now that you're watching this video. Okay. Depends, but you must put them in order of priority. The ones that are first, you must do them. Is it the online test that's due today? Is it the quiz that's due tomorrow? Is it the assignment due next month? Or are you going to prepare for the class test next week? So organize tasks by their order of importance to ensure that the most critical tasks are completed first. And the second one is track progress. You must track your progress. How far? Am I doing good? Did my plan work? Am I achieving my goals yet? Keep track on how your time is spent to measure productivity and make necessary adjustments. If you see that it's not working, you can adjust it. If you see that it's not working with your class time, the time that you wanted to study, you can adjust it, okay? Then we're going to talk about set realistic goals. Guys, set goals that you know that you can achieve them. Even SMART says that it must be achievable or attainable. Nah, great. So they must be realistic. So you must establish achievable goals to stay focused and motivated. If you set something that it's not even within your capacity, are you going to be motivated enough to keep pushing? Okay, you can actually try, but something that's attainable, as the SMART principle says. Okay, we're going to talk about the breaks and fun. When you're studying, guys, you need breaks. You cannot study continuously for hours. You can give your time. You can give yourself some time. 15 minutes within your interval. 10 minutes within your interval. Study time. To relax, to have a walk, to maybe just relax your mind before you can go back to it. It's very important. Yeah, even do activities within that period. Then just like playful moments. Man. Then the last one is reflection. You must reflect at the end of the day. What did I do? Did I do something? Did I do what I was supposed to do? Okay. I have to reflect on what I accomplished and what I can improve on. So now you're trying to see that what's my expected performance and my actual performance. But in between actual and expected, if there's a gap between, this is what I wanted to achieve, but this is what I achieved. So what's the difference between them? Now I see that there's a gap. I need to look, what must I do to close this gap? What did I not do right? So much like how the characters learn from their experiences, you must learn as well. So if you did something now and it didn't work for you, you know that you're not doing it again next time. Experience is the best teacher. So the planning process, we've talked about that, establishing your goals, developing your plans, evaluating alternative plans, selecting a plan, implement a plan, and you perform reactive planning if necessary. Guys, I hope that you found this video informative. I hope that it did give you an insight of how to tackle, set your goals, plan and manage your time properly, prioritize your goals, your plans, what you need to do, what must I do now, what must I do tomorrow. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.